half-time score. Of course, the second quarter was brought to us by the Corio Village News Agency out there at Corio Village. Ray Edwards, the man to see. Got a magnificent array of cards out there, Kevin Higgins. If you need a card for anything, the 40th, a 50th, an anniversary, a wedding, got the lot out there.
Okay, yeah, well, it'd be more likely to be the 50th for me. I'm past all those others.
Bird Cameron, Chartered Accountants with Andy Wazbowski and Peter Landers in there.
Okay, Andy, hope you're watching out there at David and Ruth Dean's Hotel in Packington Street, the Queen of the West. Bird Cameron Chartered Accountants. Been a great supporter of Guest Video and GDFL football for many years now. Bannockburn 4 goals, 5-29. Trail Corio 8-5-53. What can Bannockburn do very quickly, Kevin, to get right back in this game?
Well, I think Bannockburn have to accept the fact that they have to go all out attack now. They're into the breeze, but they really just can't hold on. They have to try to stem the tide as well as produce some scoring here.
Okay, into the centre, up goes Big Ray Robertson and slaps the ball to the turf. Bannockburn a chance through the agency of Timmy Ellis. Fires out the hand pass to Murray Travers. Comes back onto his favoured left foot. Kicks the ball back towards the centre of the ground, but Robertson sits back and takes an unopposed mark. The big fella played very well, Ray Robertson. Chips it into half forward. Bingham was the target. Couldn't take the mark. Over the top of a player there goes the big fella. Also in Michael Howard. He's given away the free kick, and it looks like Gary Tillman with the blonde hair flowing. Chips it in short to Robbie Henderson. Went out of the game a little bit that second quarter. They need him back in the play.
Yeah, the type of player that Henderson is, he's not a quick mover, but so with the breeze he's less likely to be an impact, but certainly in this situation he's an appropriate type.
His kick set up in the breeze, and Roweth used the fist well. He couldn't take the mark, but used the fist well. Then ran onto it. Well done, Darren Rowell. Kicked the ball back to the middle. Matty Pilgrim's clean bowled by one. Goes back after it. Corio a chance. A kick into the forward zone. Johnny Cousins, he's on one leg. Up he goes. Can't hold the mark because he didn't get feet on it. It's at the base of the pack. The elusive Johnny Cousins runs around. Goes on the right foot. Chips the ball back into the corridor. Looking for a high flyer.
Beautiful
He's
mark
got one. Big Mickey Howard's there. Johnny Cousins, sensational effort. We got to tell you at half time we found out that Greg Cockrell is off the ground, will not come back, we knew that. And also, he's got a teammate off the ground. So Johnny Cousins is stuck there in the forward pocket. He kicked the last goal of the second quarter, and he set up the first goal of the third quarter.
If he's injured, he certainly showed great courage there, and his ball usage, kicking it to the front of the square, was exceptionally good, and a really powerful mark by Howard. And just again, as I repeat, his awkward kicking style, but he's produced a point there. No, in fact, the awkward kicking style produced an absolutely awkward result. That is no score.
Well, Mickey Howard, you should hang your head in shame there, Big Mick, because Johnny Cousins worked pretty hard to get you that footy, and you've wasted the ball with the breeze. In defence. Butch Shaw coming in, left foot kick. He's a magnificent kick. That's gone 60 metres into the breeze. Up goes Ray Robertson, takes yet another mark. Almost unopposed. He judged the flight of that one beautifully. Chips the pass in towards centre half forward. He was looking for Troy Morrow. It was knocked away by Butch Shaw. Back they come, Corio. Kicking around the corner to Davey. It goes Etridge. Can't take the mark. Tillman's with him. Got the hand pass across to Matty Pilgrim. And Matty Pilgrim steadies now. Fires out a long hand pass. Look for a teammate. Here comes Shelley. Here come the eggshell. Here he goes. Through the pack as easy as you like. Was rewarded the free kick for a trip. Played on. Kicked at 65 metres with the breeze. Up high, Boyle can't mark. Working hard. Base of the pack. Little kick out of defence from Bannockburn player
and
there.
Marsh should go back here.
And Marsh chips it in short. You said he should have gone back and drilled it. He went for Boyle, knocked away from Boyle, and the free kick's going to go the way of Bannockburn. Comment, Kev?
Yeah, there's a very strong breeze there, and I can't understand why players 40 to 45 metres out don't have a shot for goal.
Okay, Kel Keating intercepted that one. They're playing with pretty firm vigour here, Corio. They slap it forward. Chance down here in the forward pocket, picked up by Troy Morrow. Oh, what a goal! Goal of the day! Sensational kick. He spun on a sixpence and put it over his left shoulder with his right foot. Oh, God, that had good enough to get him in the circus.
Absolutely, a fantastic goal, an Ablett-like goal there, hooking it over his left shoulder, and Corio look fairly ominous here. I think that Bannockburn have quite a task ahead of them. They certainly aren't attacking the ball with the same vigour that Corio are, and they really do have to turn it on.
Okay, Troy Morrow kicks his second. What a goal that was. Brilliant play. Well played by Kel Keating, who steamed out of the wing there and put the fist right into it. Knocked it back 25 or 30 metres. It went back to Morrow. And Morrow spun on a sixpence and put through a magnificent goal. 4 goals, 5. That is 29 points on the board to Bannockburn. Corio get further ahead. Just waiting on the scoreboard to catch up there. There's a little boy right in front there. I can't see what the score is. We'll get it for you shortly. 9 goals, 5.59. There it is appearing. and Corio looking the goods. Robertson wins the knockdown again. Taken out of the centre though, Bannockburn to Pilgrim. Kicks up towards, half forward. Out comes Shelley. Heads for the safety of the fence. Does Darren Shelley. Slaps it out wide. Didn't get it there. Flanagan picks it up. Corey Flanagan now. Right foot kick in towards goalmouth. Knocked away. Play on the call. Goes back towards Baker working hard. He's thrown off the foot. He got the hand pass away, did he? Yep. Umpire, he did get it away, but it's come back and a Bannockburn free kick coming up here. Crucial one for them. Darren Rowett looking like he might want to take it. It's handed back to him now by Wayne Colliger, and Darren Rowett takes this free kick. I think he might be a little bit far out the score. Look, I know it's only 35 metres or so, but it's an awkward kick from that pocket, kicking.
I'll back him in here. He's across the breeze, but he seems to me to be a quality player, and I'd back him in here.
Oh, he's a good player, no doubt about that. Let's see how he goes, kicking for goal. The kick
there you
dropped
go.
short as predicted, and getting back, taking the mark, looks like, it's either Shelley or McNamara.
I think it's the captain.
I think it's McNamara. If he kicks it left foot, it's a certainty. It's McNamara. He runs onto that left foot. Runs through the back pocket and favours the scoreboard side of the ground. Long kick by McNamara. Actually, it's that long. It bounced another 25 or 30 metres. It's around a centre wing, so a pretty good kick there from Darren McNamara. And we'll have a boundary throw in right in front of the scoreboard.
And that's the area that certainly Bannockburn don't want the ball there too often. They're in a bit of a predicament because they have to defend, and once they bring the ball across into the centre passage, they're going to be in significant trouble. But they do have to take that risk in order to peg back this score.
Yeah, back into play. Comes Mick O'Toole working hard at the base of the pack for Corio. Slaps it further afield. Up they come. Oh, here comes Travers. Gathers the footy nicely. Kicks the ball towards centre wing. Up towards half forward, in fact. Back there is Sim Janney playing the part of the rover. Tackled as he kicked. Forced to kick up and under in the air. Would you pay that mark? I would. Play on. He gets it across to Butch Shaw. Runs inside 50. He's a magnificent left foot kick. It's a long one from Butch Shaw. Down to the goal mouth. Bannockburn need to score a goal. They slap it out wide. Here's Ricky Neville working hard in defence. Gets the hand pass away to the kipper. And McNamara, the leader of the band, goes long towards the settling position. Up high, giving away the free kick that time. Might well have been the player in Hewitt. Goes back to Baker. Baker over the top. Here come Ettridge. Ettridge's kick is run down by Gary Tillman. Brilliant defensive work by the veteran. Hand passes back towards centre wing. It's knocked back towards him. He can't handle it. Too hot that time. Go like a bullet. Comes back to Ettridge. Ettridge handles. A better kick this time for Ettridge. Round the boundary line. Howard gathers. Lost it in the tackle. Good tackle there by the big fella there in Goff, who's back playing on him now. Comes down Bannockburn. Travers' kick is into the corridor. A doubtful looking option, that one. But Henderson's there to help him.
And Robertson's out there, has the whole area to himself. Well, he had it at the start, but he's fumbled the ball. John Tillman's come across to tackle. The players are working. I think that's the centre-half back, Senjanev, who handballs the ball off. Yep. Robertson again takes the ball and kicks it into centre-half forward.
Too much carry on the footy on that occasion, and getting back looks like Butch Shaw again. She's playing well. He loves that left foot kick. Look at that one into the breeze. Another nice one too. Up towards centre wing. Slapped down to the pack. Matty Pilgrim roves it magnificently. Has a bounce, but Cal Keating's got just as much pace, so Pilgrim has to punt kick forward. Clean bowls McNamara. Out they come. Beat the drum. All players run into one another. Colliger ran into an opponent who stood back and held the ribs, and he's in trouble. Ricky Neville got one, and but the free kick coming up ahead of this is to Paul Whitworth for something off the ball. Here's Whitworth chipping the ball into the forward zone. You nearly pay that mark for mine. I think it's Shane Andrews has gone up, taken the mark, and they don't like him down there because they're all showing him around the pack a bit. And 50 metres puts him right on the goal line. Undisciplined play because the mark had been awarded. No good arguing the umpire. It's all over, Red Rover.
No, it's unfortunate though. The player actually took the mark and then he was slightly infringed. I think he dealt the player who infringed on him quite a blow really, and I was amazed really that the umpire may not have taken that ball from the Bannockburn player. But he's kicked a goal from that, and certainly that's a key requirement for Bannockburn at this stage.
Yeah, Shane Andrews kicks his third goal for the afternoon, and he's been certainly a target down there at full forward for the Bannockburn Tigers.
Yeah, that was a lovely athletic mark. He's a most impressive young player, and he's the type of player that Bannockburn are going to require at his best in order for them to make a significant impact here now.
Yeah, he was almost in the Italy squad last week, I believe, but just didn't quite make it. They were running out of key forwards, and Shane Andrews was looked at, and having caught the interleague game, I think they should have looked at him a little bit harder because they had no one to take marks down in the forward line last week, and he's certainly doing that up there for Bannockburn today.
Yeah, he's a very athletic boy, and he's also running in the ruck now, so that proves his versatility.
Okay, back to the middle. Bannockburn sneak a little bit closer. The big fella Robertson goes up, got it down towards Ettridge, knocked away from him, back into the centre of the ground. Here's Ettridge now, kicks a little one, out wide. Need a bit of luck here. Attacking the footy well. Clinton Shaw.
Yeah,
Well
very
played.
soft free kick there. We can't blame the player for that. He worked very
He
well
was in
for it.
front. I think that's the place to be. He was
Absolutely.
awarded the benefit of that. Adam Kent going berserk. He's given away 50 metres. And Clinton Shaw now will come up towards half forward to take this free kick. Matty Pilgrim on screen there is going to give him the ball eventually. And the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard shows 5 goals, 5.35. Bannockburn, Corio 9 goals, 5.59 points. It's 24 points the difference. Bannockburn now through the agency of Clinton Shaw. Punt kick the ball towards half forward. Out comes Senjani, tries to take one across the front of the pack and can't do so for Corio. Player ridden into the ground down there. McNamara, I think you'll find, takes the free kick. Playing in front is Darren McNamara. He's played pretty well today down there in defence. Kicks up towards Adam Kent. Second bite at the cherry, not paid. Marsh at the back of the pack gathers swiftly. Punt kicks the ball long towards centre wing. But here he is, Gary Tillman getting back, takes the mark. He'll chip it to Henderson, who's made position inboard. And Henderson takes the mark. Well, short of the centre of the ground. He's going to go further across the ground. The lead is on. They're moving the ball well here. Haven't gained any yardage, but it looks good. And Wayne Colliger takes the mark out there. Now he's almost to the centre. Goes out wide, does Colliger. The target is Tillman. Vlado Senjani right there with him. God, Johnny Tillman brilliantly. He gathers the hand pass, gives it to Flanagan. Flanagan goes with right foot towards goal mouth, backing back with the pack. No mark, Keating at the back of the pack. Steals it for Corio. Tried the bounce. Lost it. Cal Keating's in trouble. Got the hand pass away. It's only 25 metres out from goal. Went to Adam Kent. He got it across to Neville. Neville steams out of the fence. It goes to Marsh. And they're out of danger because Marsh's hand pass is good. One from Mick O'Toole over the top. Gave it to his teammate who's ridden into the ground there. Must get a free kick for mine. Not paid. Here it comes. Up the ground. Hewitt's intercepted for Bannockburn. Long kick from Hewitt. Corio, they all fly. No one stayed down. Base of the pack, Pilgrim lost it. McNamara cool. Give it across to the player in Swampy Marsh. He kicks it out the best man on the ground, Baker, who accepts with glee at centre wing. And Baker punt kicks the ball in towards the forward zone. 60 metres out from goal. Philip Boyle takes a beauty and might get 50 metres if he's not too careful.
Yes, certainly a contribution there by two players, the Corio players. One of them, Marsh, who's played very well this quarter. You could say he's quite a muscular player, certainly around the abdominal area anyway. And the other player was the fellow Baker, who's played exceptionally well all day, who has quite a fine athletic physique.
It's a flying shot at the goal. It's through.
That's
We'll wait to
Cousins.
see who kicked it. Is that Johnny Cousins?
Yeah, that was a goal to Cousins, roving the pack.
He's on one leg down there, and aren't they appreciative of him? They can't bring any interchange players on. And Johnny Cousins kicks his second goal for the day for the Corio Devils, and that will take a bit of sting out of Bannockburn's fight back.
Absolutely. Bannockburn had been moving quite effectively for the first 10 minutes of this quarter, and unfortunately that score might tame them down a little bit, but hopefully they have enough fighting spirit to stay with it.
Yeah, they fought that pretty well, Corio, from out of the
Yes.
defensive zone, brought it right around. Boyle's mark was a beauty. There's the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard going to screen. 5 goals, 5.35 points. Bannockburn. And Rocky's clock shows us we've gone 12 minutes of the final quarter as Butch Shaw has played pretty well, takes it out of the middle, he's on the ball now, chips it up towards Colliger, can't mark. Colliger get the hand pass away into the forward zone, got a teammate there, over the top it comes. Ronnie Pilgrim, can you kick this one? He straightens up into the
He'll get
breeze, he's
another
had a
shot
flying
there.
shot at the goal mouth. Wait on the goal umpire, this is theatrics at its best. Umpire has made a decision, it is not all clear. So whatever kick that was won't count. I think it might have been a behind, so Ronnie Pilgrim's going to have another kick interfere with after he kicked the footy, Kev.
Yes, Pilgrim had a choice there. He did score a point, but he does have the choice because he was knocked to the ground after he disposed of the ball. Wisely enough, he's obviously taking the shot for goal. But
65 plays 35 on the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard as Pilgrim comes back in for another kick. This one won't score, I don't think. It's stripped it. Oh, hang on, it's made the distance. Wait on the goal umpire here. Registers one behind. Ronnie Pilgrim's got his second behind and one out of bounds, so he's off the target today. We've gone 14 minutes now on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. Rockies out there at Corio Village alongside the Ray Edwards News Agency. Look after those people because they support GDFL football and guest video. Kick comes in, Tillman's up high, can't mark. Rower taps it further afield for Bannockburn. Thump back to whence it came. It's pretty tough out there at the moment. Here's a chance, Troy Morrow's in there. He can't get it. Comes out. Little kick from Goff, goes into the forward zone. No mark taken. Base of the pack, hand pass. Johnny Tillman, can you kick your first? No, sir, he's put it out of bounds. He's having a shocking day on the boot. He's
Yes,
put in the footy well, Kev, but he can't kick the goals.
He's been having trouble on his right foot, and he confirmed the fact that he could also have trouble with his left foot there by placing that one out of bounds on the full. Nevertheless, it was an effective move by Bannockburn, and at least shows that they are prepared to put body in and contribute for this quarter against this strong breeze.
I think he's got his right boot on his left foot on his right boot, if you know what I mean. Kick in from Neville, comes out towards half back. No mark taken. Too many players stacking on the footy here. We'll have a ball up. And the scoreboard, the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard, shows 36 plays 65. Pretty handy lead at Corio. I think Bannockburn need to get a bit closer than this before three-quarter time. Umpire puts it down. Bannockburn have won the knockout. Runs towards Pilgrim, who ran straight past it, unfortunately. In goes McNamara, lays the tackle. They won't get that out of there. It'll be a ball-up decision. Ronnie Pilgrim at the base of the pack. And Adam Kent saying, excuse me, to his opposite number 6 in Paul Wentworth. Would you mind stepping back a little, or you'll be in strife?
I think it's important to note here that Bannockburn, even though they are making quite a strong contribution, they really need to understand that they have to do better than that at this stage. They have to make some exceptional
moves. They have to kick
moves.
goals. Here's Johnny Tillman straightening it up. He's hooked this one back over his head into the pocket, but getting back, taking a good mark, Troy Morrow. He's been pretty good for him today. Or is it Keating? Goes out with right foot kick to Vlado Semjaniv, who takes the mark in the back pocket. Now Big Vlado spins, turns and kicks along with the right foot. No mark taken. Bingham runs onto the footy, but the boundary line a bit too close out there, and she's over the line out of bounds.
Once again, I'd say Bannockburn moving the ball effectively into the forward line and wasting opportunities. They really need to take advantage of every opportunity. At this stage, Corio have almost a 5-goal lead, and that's far too significant at this stage for the Bannockburn's cause.
Robertson's given the free kick from the boundary throw in, immediately wants to play on and does so. Down the ground come Corio, Boyle's up high, can't mark on this occasion. Base of the pack, the ball has to be won. Player running onto it here for Bannockburn, does pretty well too. He's played all right, this boy Hewitt, who's on his late inclusion in the side, kicks towards centre wing, up goes Ettridge, can't mark, he's got 3 to beat. Oh, well played, Butter Ettridge, slaps it away to Mick O'Toole. He went without it though, his hand passed him before he got it. Micko, steady as you like, goes back, gets it, kicks the ball to the centre of the ground, gave grab, but Swampy Marsh takes the mark. Well played, Mick O'Toole, did not panic at any stage. He goes long towards the forward zone, Baker waits at the back, it didn't come, it does now, the Baker spins, the Baker boy kicks, he's offline, 1 point only. He's a dangerous player, Kevin Higgins.
Yeah, very stylish, swung onto his left foot in that instance. He's a high quality player, and I think that he's made certainly the most significant contribution in this game. Really good efforts there by the smaller players around on the half-forward flank for Corio.
Oh, the kick-in was a dangerous one. The mark's taken by Clinton Shaw, but Murray Travers had his heart in his mouth after he kicked that one. Clinton Shaw now from, 25 metres out from the goal to which he's defending, kicks out and up goes Hewitt and takes a good mark. In the long sleeves he wants to play on. He goes past O'Toole on the mark and goes up towards Shelley, who puts the fist into it away from Collinger. Well played, Darren Shelley, the old mate, the eggshell. Good on you, son. Out of bounds she goes. We'll have a throw in.
The short kick out from fullback was risky, but again, these people need to retain possession of the ball, and sometimes you have to take that risk.
Boundary throw in. Big Robertson's dominated the rucks all day. Won this one down. Oh, a strong shepherd there by Darren Shelley. Put down the player in Paul Wentworth, who got up. He's all right. Legal stuff, good hip and shoulder, run straight into him. Out of bounds she goes. Another boundary throw in. Time ticking away in this third quarter. As we see the ball thumped over the top, goes to Ettridge. Ettridge gives it to the pacing in the strong Marsh. He goes down towards half forward inside the 50-metre zone. Here comes Tillman. Travers should do the shepherding. Tillman's got it, got nowhere to go. Clever play, Tillman. Just about through it though. They call for it down here. Gave it back to Travers, whether legal or not. Oh, Shelley the eggshell almost brought down a beauty. Couldn't hold the mark. He went in after it again. Well played, Darren Shelley. Got the hand pass across to Morrow. Morrow spears the kick into the corridor. Up goes Cousins. He can't mark on this occasion. Tillman's there. Gary butters up well. Out he goes to Clinton Shaw. He'll head for the safety of the boundary line out there. It's running away. Running onto the football there. Shane Davey can't get there. Good play, Bannockburn. Looked pretty dangerous there, Kev, but they've got out of it.
Yeah, they're hanging on, but I repeat, that's not good enough at this stage. Although there is quite a breeze, and they do have to balance out the attack with this strong defence that they're putting up at the moment. So I think this is still an even quarter.
Okay, boundary throw in. Up goes Butch Shaw. Geez, play well, I reckon, since he's gone on the ball. Knocked that one down to Matty Pilgrim. Away goes the pacey Pilgrim. Up towards centre wing, up towards half forward, in fact. Clean bowls everyone except Darren McNamara, who used a bit of judgment and a bit of experience and chips the pass around the boundary line. Mark taken or not taken?
Out of bounds on the full.
Out
there.
on the full, yep. And that looks like... free kick, that's Butcher again, I think, out there. He's had a pretty good quarter. Chips the ball in. Up goes Shelley, uses the fist, doesn't take any chances. Well played, Darren. Knocks the ball to the ground. Taken away by Corey Flanagan. Away goes to Big Horny Blow. Away goes on right foot inside the attacking 50. Base of the pack, Flado Senjani. Does well. Taps it out wide. Picked up here by... Paul Bath, it looked like, chipping the pass in and getting in the way is Cal Keating, who's been lively in defence. Takes it, runs across the face of goal, chips it out Edridge at half-back who marks, plays on, kicks, flatten as he kicked, it goes to Mick O'Toole. You got two to beat. Can't do so, Mick O. Travers played very well, chips the ball over the top. Good vision, Murray Travers, and he's found his teammate who's taken the mark in Jake Hewitt. Hewitt now, that's a bit of a round the corner kick. That one wasn't too good at all. Shelley, strong in defence, gathers, kicks the ball back. Not a good kick because Flanagan gets into the gap there and takes the mark for Bannockburn. Bannockburn kicking into the Bruce. I reckon the Bruce has dropped a fair bit. Kevin Higgins, I'll ask you about that in a minute. He got the ball to half forward. The hand pass come out to Matt Pilgrim. That looks a longer kick into the wind. Up he goes. Man in front should be paid the mark for mine. I think that's the big fella Goff. Let's wait on him. He's paid the mark, no doubt about that.
Yes,
I think
Goff.
the correct decision, and that is Goff. And your comment about the breeze, Kev?
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a strong breeze at all. The trees are quite still, and if Bannockburn can take advantage of this little bit of a fluctuation in the breeze, certainly if that comes back in the last quarter, they may be able to benefit from that.
Adam Goff needs to kick the goal. Andrew Goff, he goes back. He kicked the goal! I've called you Adam, I'm sorry. It's Andrew Goff, and he's kicked the goal. An important one there, as we see coming off the ground for Bannockburn. Chris Horniblow coming off, and coming back onto the ground looks like Carl Dew.
Yeah, Carl Dew will bring a bit more mobility back to the centre area, and Carl doesn't mind a run on the ball, even though he's not a strongly built guy, very athletic, and even though he's had no impact on the game up till this stage, I think this decision to play him on the ball may be quite a significant one.
Well, can't do any damage, and I think Chris Horniblow hasn't had the greatest of games, but Ray Robinson's dominated the centre bounces.
Absolutely.
Let's see what happens here. Robinson's back in there. The bounce down. Dew's going to do the ruck work, but bounces clear of everyone. Up they go. The ball's knocked forward actually there by Paul Bath for Bannockburn, who actually won the hit there. Might be the only one of his career. Went towards Rowell. He's tackled, loses the footy. Base of the pack, working hard. Morrow taps the ball out. Here's a chance for Flanagan. He's claimed in the tackle by the Eggshell. He never cracks that boy, the Eggshell.
Played a very good quarter this quarter, Shelley.
He's a very strong player, isn't he?
Yeah, he wasn't prominent much in the first half, but certainly been a dominant focus in this quarter.
And he's a good bloke too. He's got a sense of humour. He need to with me call him. Bounce down, back into the centre of the ground. He's Marsh. Swampy picks it up. Goes on left foot towards Boyle, who marks it centre half forward. Steadies, lines them up, plays on, goes Boyle, and goes bang! Magnificent play, Swampy Marsh. Philip Boyle, the finisher, kicks his first goal of the day. Put it down to Swampy Marsh. I think
Absolutely.
Kevin Higgins.
Marsh has been an excellent player this quarter. I did make quite a rude remark about his muscular abdomen before, but despite the fact that he may be a little bit out of nick physically, he has a great amount of experience and is a quality ball user, and that's a great asset at this time of the day.
True call by Kevin Higgins. Swampy, just carrying a touch just like old Cookie, but I tell you what, he doesn't waste the footy ever. And well played because he picked out Boyle on his own, and the goal. We'll put it down to you, Marshy. Robertson goes up and knocks the ball to the ground. Carrillo out of the middle again, up towards half forward. Bannockburn mark here for Murray Travers, who's been their best defender. Feeds off the hand pass. That looked like Tillman, was it, coming down the ground?
Yeah, that was Gary Tillman.
Yeah, up he goes towards half forward. Ball slapped away. Cal Keating's got it. Got the hand passed away to Mickey Mostert. He tips the ball around the boundary line. Here's Mark Ettridge. He's been quite elusive. And a good kick from Ettridge. Back into the corridor. Long one, too. Free kick to Tillman, I'd suggest here. Pushed out of the play. And Gary Tillman, who's been very good, takes the free kick.
Yeah, and Ettridge as well in this quarter has been very significant, very prominent. And once again, is experienced and a good ball user.
Okay, Tillman elects to go across the ground on this occasion, looking out there for a teammate. He's got him there, just couldn't pick him up. He kicks the ball towards the centre wing. No, hasn't got that far yet, Cookie. Here's Paul Baker chipping in. It's at half forward. He centres the ball across the ground. Clever kick by Paul Baker. Very well done. Brown chips it in short. and Boyle, and they're running a bit amok here in the forward line. No man-on-man stuff at the moment. Kevin Higgins, a former coach.
No, the floodgates have opened here, really, and if Corio can take advantage of this quite careless play by Bannockburn, they could be at a stage where there's no chance for Bannockburn.
Well, I've called a fair bit of Corio over the last 3 or 4 years. This guy, Philip Boyle, has got a lot of ability, and he takes it into the game with him. Let's wait on the goal umpire. I think he said it's okay. Yeah, 4 points on the board, all clear there. And Philip Boyle kicks his second goal of the day, second for the quarter. Getting back to Kev, I've called him many times, and often he'll kick 4 or 5 goals in a quarter, and you won't see him for the rest of the day.
He's that sort of player. He seems to be an opportunist type player, moving into position, so sometimes those people can be tagged out of it, but at this stage, with the run of the play going to Corio, he has that opportunity. I'd like to give a special mention there to Cousins, who, despite the fact that he's injured, laid a really strong tackle there after chasing strongly, and you could put that goal down to his efforts.
Yeah, Johnny Cousins doing well. 24.5 minutes gone in the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock, third quarter. Corio again get the ball back. Etridge is up, can't take the mark this occasion. Butter's up well, does the Butter. Kicks the ball, bouncing on its end. Here's the chance for Boyle. He's in the play again. Got it back towards Etridge. Tries to tap it over the top of his opponent there in Bath. Etridge goes back and gets it. It goes to Bath. He feeds up a hand pass. Paul Baker runs on. It'll be out of bounds, I'd suggest it is. We'll check the scoreboard. And that is the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard. 6 goals, 642 Bannockburn. Corio have gone to 12 goals, 680 points. A pretty handy lead of 38 points to the Corio Devils as the ball comes back into play. Hand pass off there by Ricky Bingham. Robertson goes down, gets it, hand passes it out. Free kick being paid to Baker. Etridge wants the advantage because he loves a shot at the goal as the Butter. You've got to come back here, Butter. Kick it back to Paul Baker, who's well in line for 3 votes this afternoon.
I think that score 12-6 should be 78. It says 80 on the board, but in my day each goal was worth 6 behind, so that should be 12-6, 78.
Being a master of school teachers, Kevin, I won't argue with you. As Baker unloads a tumble punt into the forward line, Murray Travers does well to take the mark. And well played by Gary Tillman, who got rid of Big Mick Howard at the right time to allow Travers to take it. Now, which side will Travers go? He elects to go to the far side of the ground. The kick has to be good. It's not quite good enough. He was looking out there for Hewitt, who was up, couldn't take the mark. The base of the pack, Corio, little chip round the corner towards Bingham. Dropped the mark, did Bingham. Pick up here, kick into the forward line. Bannockburn should have taken a mark, did not. But Gary Tillman there to butter up, chips it out to Ron Pilgrim, who marks in back pocket. And Pilgrim goes out wide again, looking for Hewitt. Too much carry on the footy for him and about 4 Corio opponents. It bounced before it went out, and probably just as well it did.
Yes, you'd expect better than that. Carl Dew there, quite an experienced player over many years, but with Newtown and now with Bannockburn, missing a mark without any contest there. And quite frankly, Carl should do much better than that. He's a much better quality player.
Okay, here's Matty Pilgrim working hard at the base of the pack. Got it back, kicked off the ground by the big fella there, and Hewitt kicks it back towards, they're almost centre wing now. Bannockburn a chance through Corey Flanagan. Chips it over to Bath. Here comes Bath. Goes up to the forward zone. At the back of the pack, Mostert used the fist well. Went back and get it to the Mozzie. Kicks it out wide. Now, Mick O'Till's the chance. Here come the Micko. He's got it. Gets around Rowell. That's a fair effort for Mick O'Till because Rowell's pretty quick. Well done, Micko. Got it across. Bannockburn need to get intercepting here. The hand pass comes out again to Etridge. He's been lively. He tumbles, he stumbles, he gets the hand pass away. Got Boyle running down the ground. Long kick by Boyle into the forward pockets. Gone to the defensive side. Here comes Travers. He'll head for the fence, and he does just that. And Corio just keep coming.
Yes, and Bannockburn are in a catch-22 now, though they really are looking behind. They're behind the 8 ball by 6 goals. They have the breeze against them. They have the opportunity to attack very rarely, but they can't afford to just sit back. So they really are in trouble at this stage.
They're probably not switching the play enough just to create something. I don't think. I mean, they've done it once this quarter. Only Corio seem to be prepared to change things around a bit. Boundaries showing Howard's up over the back of the pack. Tillman. Chance. Bannockburn come away with it. Right foot kick towards centre wing, getting back Shelley. Drop one he would have liked to have held. College is the tackler. College is the tripper on my account. But no, a hand pass from Shelley's a good one to Baker. Baker kicks the ball across the centre of the ground, and Mick O'Toole takes the mark. Well played, Baker. Didn't blaze away. Went across the corridor. Mick O'Toole's hand pass a bit untidy. Put his teammate there under a fair bit of pressure in Bingham. Mick O went back and got it. Got the hand pass out. went to Matty Pilgrim. Free kick coming up, and the free kick going to Paul Baker for something off the footy.
And the most significant thing about this game at this stage is the difference in the quality of foot usage. That isn't in tripping, but in ball usage. And Carayo's ball usage with the foot has been much better than Bannockburn's.
Baker unloads with a long bomb towards the forward zone. Off hands, it'll go through from behind if Murray Travers lets it. It does do that, and that's a rush behind to Carayo. Bert Cameron Chartered Accountant School Board. They've taken it down. We'll give you that in a minute. 6 goals, 42 points on the board to Bannockburn. Carayo's score's gone down for a minute. The kick-in is marked by Corey Flanagan, who's been a bit of a trier for Bannockburn today. He punt kicks at the centre wing. We played 28.5 minutes on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock as the ball is relayed by hands. Bannockburn now, hand pass was untidy. McNamara's thrown up the footy when he didn't have it. Kick it off the ground as that looked like Goff going through. Keating's back there. He's been very good in the back pocket today. Hand passes out to Shelley. Here come the eggshell. One bounce the eggshell. I'm looking at you, Darren. I'm looking at you. A nice kick. He's kicked it straight towards me. Towards Etridge. He can't take the mark. The siren's gone. It's 3/4 time here at the Bannockburn Oval. Now we'll get the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant School Board ticking for you. And I can read it now. It's 12 goals 7.
79 that should be.
Carayo 12-7-79 according to my statistician and my co-commentator and my school teaching mate Kevin Higgins. He's right on the ball, 12-7-79 to Bannockburn, who've got 6 goals 6. That's 42 points on the board. A big margin, Kevin. A big margin there of 37 points. They're going to come home with what breeze there is. They kicked 4 goals with the breeze in the second quarter. That wasn't enough. Can they kick 7 or 8 to win the game?
Well, the truth is Bannockburn need to kick almost as much as they have in 3 quarters in this final quarter. It's certainly a possibility, and in this modern age of football, we understand that people can score very quickly. So they haven't tossed in the towel, and I'm optimistic that they'll put up a strong and resolute effort. But Carayo starting to use the ball efficiently. Some of their experienced players dominating. I think that they've got all of the eggs in their basket, I think.
Okay, comments from Kevin Higgins. If you're out there at David and Ruth Dean's Hotel, the Queen of the West at Packington Street, go and have a pot because we're going to bring you the final quarter just like that.